Hello and welcome to the session on Amazon Lex. In this video, I'm going to give you an introduction to Amazon Lex and show you how to create a chatbot using Amazon Lex and an example to understand natural language queries. Amazon Lex is an AWS service for building conversational interfaces for applications using voice and text. Amazon Lex uses deep learning techniques such as neural networks and natural language processing to analyze user input and generate responses. These techniques allow the chatbot to understand the intent behind the user's words, even if they are phrased in an unusual or unexpected way. Let us now learn how this service works. Step 1 is to create a script or an intent, followed by planning and refining the script. Step 2 is to create a bot and add one or more languages to it. You'll need to configure the bot so that it understands the user goal and engages in the conversation with the user utterances, and as well as providing the appropriate responses to the user. Moving to the third step, once you have created a bot, you want to test it to make sure it is working as expected. Amazon Lex V2 provides a test window client that you can use to do this. This will also allow you to interact with the bot and make sure it is understanding what you are saying and providing the correct responses. Finally, you'll want to deploy your bot to your own applications or messaging platforms such as Facebook Messenger or Slack. This will allow the user to interact with the bot using familiar interface, making it more convenient for them to get the information or assistance you need. One should have an AWS account to work on Amazon Lex. If you don't have one, please do create it. Now let us create a bot by clicking on bot option, and then we have to configure it. In the configurational settings, here you have to create a blank bot, give a name to the bot. Here I am naming it as AWS bot. If you haven't created any role before, create a new one now, and as my intent is not subjected to any Children's Online Privacy Protection Act info, I am selecting no. Give the required timeout sessions. I am giving it as 5 minutes. Click done and it narrates to the language settings. And now we have to add a language to the bot. Here I have added a language English US. You can add any of your preferred languages and then click done. You first need to define the intent of the bot. This is the goal or purpose of the bot, such as booking a flight or ordering the food. For example, if the intent is to book a flight, the slots could be departure location, the destination, the date of the travel, and the number of passengers. Here my intent is to say hello and ask the bot how it is doing. For that I have to create two intents. One is to greet hello and the second one is to ask the bot how it is doing. First I have created an intent hello and then I'll be creating an intent how the bot is doing. Once you have defined the intent and the slots, you can then create the utterances. Utterances are the phrases or the sentences that the user is likely to say when interacting with the bot. For example, if the intent is to book a flight, then the user might say, I want to book a flight from New York to Los Angeles on July 15th for 2 people. Here I am creating a sample utterances by putting hi, hey and hello. After you have defined the intent, slots and the utterances, you can then create the initial response. The initial response is the message that the bot will send the user when they first start interacting with it. It should be welcoming and provide instructions on how to use the bot. For example, the initial response could be hi, I am the flight booking assistant. How can I help you today? In my example, I am giving the initial response as hi there, how can I help you? Once you have given your sample utterances and the initial response, you can save the intent and then click on build. It takes some time to build the bot. Once the bot is built, then you can test your intent. Now I'll be creating my second intent, how are you? I'm giving my sample utterances as how are you doing, and how do you do? And initial response as thanks, I'm fine. After giving the sample utterances and the initial response for the second intent, then you can save the intent and click on build. Once your bot is built, then you can test your bot. For testing the bot, I have entered a message called hi, and the bot replies me as hi there, how can I help you? And then I asked the bot how you doing, and then it replied me with thanks, I'm fine. To sum it up, Amazon Lex is a great tool for building chatbots that can understand natural language queries and provide relevant responses. By following the steps I have covered in this video, you can create a chatbot. If you are looking to build the chatbot for your business, Amazon Lex is definitely worth checking out. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and I hope you find it useful.